Thank you. So we're a bunch of specialists in infertility and genetics, and what we found out is that in addition of maternal age, one of the biggest factors in infertility is obesity, at least in the US, which is, as you know, it's huge. So we are a direct-to-consumer company. We have a mobile app for precision genetics and infertility. And we want to be the first place for infertile women to get their answers when they are wanting to have babies. The plan is that we have a network of experts in infertility and genetics that answers the questions of these people. And then we monetize this in different ways. We will have a genetic test. We do consults also on the internet. And so far, we've raised 1.6 million of a raise that it's 2 million, it's still open. And we have a 2 million match from Illumina. We are already selling the test. We just launched it in August, the infertility test, and the app is operational, and we're having about 15,000 monthly interactions. The team is composed by 3 specialists in infertility, Alice Creasy, myself, and Liu. We have overall 45 years in IVF experience. We had 10 exits, and 6 acquisitions. One of the things that it's a market that it's not very well served is because right now it's calculated that there are 80 million people that are infertile in the world, and only about 2 million, 2.5 million, depending on the statistics, are treated by infertility specialists. Most people, when they go to the internet, what they do is look for Google, Facebook, and so on, and get most of the time incorrect answers to their problems. Those answers obviously are not personalized. They are not curated by experts, and therefore most of the time are incorrect. So the answer is Fertility Answers. This is a video. Can you put the voice? So this is how it works right now. Obviously, you think how we make money with that, right? But basically, this obviously is the first stage. These doctors basically they raise their profile in the app, and therefore more patients may come through them for this purpose, but also this way then we can sell to these patients other tests that will help them. So we have a genetic panel. We're developing a hormonal test that is non-invasive, and then they also eventually will have request video consults with these doctors. So these are several of the ways that we can monetize the service. It's interesting what we found already with the data that we have. For instance, in the US, 60% of women in the reproductive age have a BMI of 25, and 33% of them are obese. Meanwhile, in the people that contact us, 57% of them are obese, and 84% have BMI of 25. Most of these women will develop insulin resistance during their reproductive age, and 25% will have PCOS. So just by these statistics, we obviously thought that we should develop a genetic test to target this specific problem, because infertility usually it's caused by advancing maternal age, but this probably is the second biggest issue. So we created with Illumina a panel for predisposition to insulin resistance, and then these variants were cross-linked with other phenotypes for infertilities, such as PCOS, gestational diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on. And then also we had other markers for nutrigenomics. So this is the panel that we have right now. And it produces an actionable report, and it's delivered within the app. This is a direct-to-consumer test. Obviously, the more data we have, the more, with this feedback, we will get a better test that we can implement. And obviously, this data can be also sold or shared with other partners in the drug development. We start selling, as I said, the test this quarter. And the market size, the TAM for this specialty of specialty fertility carried 27 billion, but obviously the sum that we want to focus, it's about 100 million right now. As I said, this is B2C, and we offer free answers, but we can also monetize this data. Then we have two panels. One is already being sold, which is a genetic test for infertility, nutrigenomics, and insulin resistance. And then we have the patents for AMH. AMH is a hormone which tells you how many eggs you have left in your body. But right now, that test is it's a blood test. And therefore, we found a way of extracting AMH from hair, which is obviously non-invasive. And then we'll have paid telehealth answers that also will be paying for. We have different channels of distribution, so in-app conversations, fertility clinics, Amazon sales, and eventually we'll be able also to offer, as I said, next year, the paid telehealth answers. What we've done so far, so in June last year, we launched the app. Then we form a council of doctors that are also experts. So they invested, but also they answer questions, so we get them motivated. Then we got into the Illumina Accelerator, and we did the soft launch in this August. So down the line, basically now we want to double the weekly downloads. We have 15,000 monthly engagements, and we are also putting some patents. As I said, the patent for AMH, it's now being prepared. And with the seed fund, that we got, so in October we plan to close more IVF clinics as experts. then ramp revenue and do an international expansion. We think that it's, for instance, China is one of our objectives because, first of all, there is a lot of pent-up demand in that country and very few specialists that can answer those questions. And then in October 19, do a Series A round.